All right. Welcome in, everybody. What's going on? Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to the final restream of the 5th ever Pit Percent tournament. We're going to see a brand new champion today. This is Grand Finals. Kora versus Moonrise. Both these runners have had phenomenal tournaments. Moonrise has improved their time so much throughout this tournament, and Kora is obviously the world record holder. I expect a really fun match today, and we were going to get started momentarily, probably within the next few minutes. Yeah, I'm really excited to see this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And there's a chance we have 2 matches, potentially back-to-back. I'll talk more about that after this starts, but just based on how the bracket works, that is a possibility. Looks like we are almost readied up. All right, here we go. We're off. Grand Finals has begun, and with that, I will introduce my co-commentator for the afternoon, the one and only Jared's Giants.
Surprise! Hooray! we needed. Hey, we needed a second one. Here I am. I show up. Right? Is what it is.
Absolutely. We gotta get the prediction going for everything.
It's hilarious because when I woke up this morning, we talked about doing this commentary last night. When I woke up this morning, I was like, I actually didn't know. I didn't know what the matchup was.
Yeah. I didn't tell him.
And I was like, oh, I was literally gonna say to you, I was gonna be like, oh, who is it? Like Castle versus somebody else? And then when you told me who it was, this is the good thing about tournaments, dude. You said Moonrise was a 7th seed.
Yep, 7 seed started out with I think their PB was a 130 something. Started the tournament.
That's what we love to see right there. And then obviously like the 1 seed versus the underdog. Hey, all I'm saying is, if we get a game 2, cinema, right? It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I expect both these. Well, we'll get to that. There might be a second match. I'll pull up the bracket here in a second and do my best to explain that. But this is like a double elimination tournament. Because of how the winner's bracket and loser's bracket works, there's a chance that we'll be seeing 2 matches today, depending on who wins this first one. So that should be a lot of fun. And yeah, Kora has obviously been super consistent, undefeated in the tournament. I think 4-0, 5-0, something like that. Has played great all throughout. During this tournament, got the new world record, a 117, which is crazy. That's such a good time. And Moonrise, as I mentioned, started out with like a 130. I don't remember the exact time, but they've improved to like a 123, and they're just a top runner. And the last couple matches, Moonrise has played so well. So I'm really excited to see this one.
Yeah, this is the upside of speedrunning tournaments, especially with a run. Like I feel like obviously the better you are, and we have this conversation every time we commentate together. But obviously, like the better you are in the category, the better the chance you have to win. But with Pit, it's like a 3 or 4 minute difference in PB realistically could mean absolutely nothing for the person who has the better time if their pit just doesn't go as clean. Somebody who has a worse time than them could absolutely still beat them. So That's that's what I like about this like category and doing it like competitively. Because like imagine kind of how rough it would be if you tried to host like an SPM any percent tournament. First of all, it'd be a 4 hour
Yeah, I
time
mean,
or 4 hour
it
race
would.
every time.
I would enter. Obviously, it'd be really cool. I know it's been talked about before, but the biggest hurdle is just like setting up. I, I don't even know how the restreams would work. Like, I definitely wouldn't be able to do them because it's just
Yeah.
it's way too long. Um, but now this is like the perfect tournament category. I mean, it's just you get a little bit of the early game stuff, you get a little bit of any percent stuff, you get GBS, and then once you get to the pit, I truly believe like depending on how far apart two runners are, I believe it can swing anyway, depending on how the RNG plays out. It's just that crazy for 100 rooms.
Mhm.
It's really
Yeah, I
crazy
think
that
it's
like the tasks for this category, at least Igurmi's old tasks, there's going to be a new one soon, I'm pretty sure, but the old task was like 40 minutes. Like not like half the time of the world record almost. It's crazy.
yeah, if you're just like well, I mean, obviously there's task strats before the pit, but like imagine how much time it saves solely off just going into a room, jumping on the closest enemy, and it has the key, or whichever one is like more
Mhm.
convenient for the room layout or whatever. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. That would be that's nuts.
yeah. The RNG in that task is just crazy. Like Agurmi just enters a room, one enemy gets the key, and right next to the door, and that's it. There's like 3 second rooms constantly, so it's crazy, and that could technically happen. You know, there's the RNGs in the cards for that. So yeah, I will explain. We're pretty much through prologue. I will talk about. I'll actually pull up the bracket. We're almost in 1-1, but I will pull up the bracket here on screen. This is our full tournament bracket, everything up to this point, and I will particularly explain how Grand Finals works. Basically, you could think of it as two brackets. Kora is the winner of the winners bracket. Yeah, I went 4-0 pretty much. And then Moonrise is the champion of the losers bracket. So, in order for Moonrise to win the tournament, Moonrise will have to win 2 matches against Kora. Because this first one would be to reset the bracket. Kora obviously has the winner's advantage. And then, if that were to happen in this match right now, then we would see a second one. So, I hope I explained that well.
You did. Essentially, if you think of it, if you're confused by how it works, the person in losers bracket has a chance to essentially knock the winner down to losers bracket with them, and then they have to beat them again while they are in losers bracket type of thing. So
Yep.
the person in the winners bracket technically is allowed one loss, just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
So if
undefeated
they do lose
advantage.
one time, yeah, if they do lose one time, you play again. I'm
Yeah.
also subconsciously laughing so hard with the fact that earlier I said, who's in the finals? Castle and somebody else, and Castle's not even in the
No,
tournament.
no, no, I didn't even enter.
What is wrong with me?
No, it's all good.
Oh my god, bro. Hey,
No,
you
but
know what?
it's
It's
really cool
fine.
though, because Castle won the fourth tournament like 2 years ago. So this is, like I said, there was going to be a new champion regardless. But both these runners, technically, Kora has played in a grand finals before, like way back in the day against Teddy. This is like 3 years ago or something like that, 3, 4 years ago, but ended up losing to Teddy. So this is Cora's opportunity um, to get her first like championship in the tournament, and obviously Moonrise, first ever tournament for Moonrise, and it's like already in grand finals, have an opportunity to win. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see a new champion today.
Yes, sir. I am. I'm excited to see it. Definitely. It. I don't know how to. I don't know how to really explain it, but like, I mean, my SPM knowledge is limited, right? Like, it is what it is, but that's just the truth. But seeing people who like, you know, from my outside perspective, like watching people play who I don't know what to expect from them because I've never watched them play before, makes it more fun. So I'm happy that, you know, I'm happy that I get to see, like, I have never seen Kora play before. I've never seen the world record holder of this category play, so I'm very excited about that. And with Moonrise improving so fast throughout this tournament, I'm excited to watch that too.
Yeah,
So
it's cool. It's really this has been a great tournament. I think, especially towards the end here, a lot of matches have been very competitive. The last two that I've restreamed have literally come down to like the final 10 seconds, like 10-second, 15-second difference, come down to room 99. So that's really cool to see. That was a very good grind for Kora. This should be good for Moonrise as well. Moonrise gets a Fire Burst, Kora gets a Peachy Peach. So there we go. Two really good 1-1 grinds. The Fire Burst will be nice to have for room 21, start of the pit, the spiny room that could save a bit of time there. Alright, so V level 1-2. We're getting started. Obviously, both runners going to go for Dark Room GBS. Yeah, no LSJ. No LSJ today. The last match I commentated, or restreamed, I guess, was Moonrise and Ghost, who I think Ghost might have clipped back in bounds a couple times, but I think Moonrise got GBS very quickly. I know last match Moonrise had a very good chapter 1, like 24, I believe, which is any 24-1-4 split is very good. Yeah, LSJ would be insane to see. I think the only LSJ I've seen in a race, it wasn't a tournament match, but Reed was racing on this channel and did LSJ in a pit run, which is really cool. So, gonna get started here. Moonrise about to enter the shop as well, but Kora getting set up to jump over these old townhouses in the dark. First try, very nice. And then just by interacting with this sign, we're just gonna nudge to the right against it. And there we go. On the seam, gonna climb to the sky and jump over. It's a great GBS for Kora. That was like perfect. I think Moonrise clipped back in bounds one time, but this should be a good setup to get over the houses. Nice. Alrighty. And again, just by nudging against the sign, it's just a holding up for 1 frame, pretty much, to get on the seam. That should work, yep. Nice. That's 2 really good GBSs. Kora's ahead by about, like, 20 seconds? 20, 30 seconds, somewhere in there.
We can do a pace check at this door, just because why not? I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep the time in mind. You continue. Now keep in mind it's also pit though, so like within the first 20 floors, like a minute lead, a minute lead could become nothing.
Yeah, that is true. It's really like the only thing I look for in pre-pit is just to keep it within like I think every time we've had a close match, the pre-pits have been within like a minute or 2. Like there's a lot of leeway. You can afford a couple mistakes just depending on how your RNG goes. It's the good thing about this category. So, Kora is about to start the first boss fight of the game, Chunks. This is a pretty simple fight. I'm just using throw, tossing Chunks in the corner, doing some stylish moves. Moonrise is going to go for the 3D squig jump in the sand here. I believe Kora did the coconut strat, and then this 3D meter strat. There you go. You just jump over. That's a very good fight.
The Kora gameplay is actually crazy. Like you can just tell. It's just ironed out. Like
very good.
I don't know. I love watching world records or world record holder play gameplay. What am I trying? I love watching world record holder gameplay. Took me like a little bit to get that out. But it's just fun. But at the same time, I mean, obviously, like, I just want to see a good race, so I'm just hoping for a good race. I definitely, I gotta pull for the bracket reset just so that we get more content.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, two matches. I'd love to see 2 matches today, but we'll see.
At least game 1, I gotta root for Moonrise so that we get the bracket reset. And then the second game, I don't care what happens. Just make it fun. Let's just have a good race.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kora had, I think, like a near perfect 1-3. That was very good. That was extremely good. Moonrise is also having a very good 1-3 right now, so this pre-pit has been going pretty well for both runners. Ooh, nice. Okay. Made it up.
Our on-field reporter, Glitch PhD, says there's a 48-second difference right now.
Alright, I'll take his word for it.
I do believe that.
Got to see blue pedestal skip there. Both runners got that first try, which is awesome to see. The Thoreau door, saving a little time on that animation. And then here we are. This is really the big thing with 1-4. E early. Obviously clipping out of bounds. Trying to land back on the quicksand. Move out of bounds into this left wall. And there we go.
Pretty good.
Free key. Nice. Moonrise got the out of bounds clip. Looking to get up on the ledge, and there we go. All right. So I think it's probably still about the same amount of difference, like somewhere close to 45, 50 seconds, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of cool strats in Chapter 1 that can be shown off, even for Pit. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's on Kora's end. I'll try to keep the streams refreshed, but we should be good to go. I got a special offer today for a 7-day free trial of Turbo. So you know what? For Grand Finals, I did it. I'm not gonna take any risks with the ads playing. Not for Grand Finals, at least.
But you mean you don't want to pay $12 to get the full thing for a month?
I'm undecided. Apparently, it's $8. At least when I looked, it was like after the 7 days, $8. So we'll see.
What in the world? What they charging me $11.99 for?
Dude, they're actually ripping you off, man.
Yeah, that's real money right there. But I'm allowed to interact with chat, right?
Yeah, I interact with chat all the time.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely would agree that the biggest hurdle for getting into SPM speedrunning for me, and like even the reason why I don't do any percent right now is because of the length. But I mean, Pit is not bad. I think Pit's a lot of fun. I've done a few runs. I've watched a lot more than I've played. But if you do ever want to get into SPM speedrunning, but you're a little afraid of the length of the game or something like that, Pit is a good place to start. It's not so bad. Probably what? Your first run probably be somewhere around like 2 hours.
Yeah, around the 2 hour mark.
Yeah. Typical first run with like solid gameplay, probably be about 2 hours. Which is not bad at all. It's better than the alternative.
Yeah, true. Yeah, first any percent run can it can be anywhere between a nice like 4:30 time, and then like, if you're like me when I started, it's like 6 hours. So
yeah, mine was somewhere around there, I think. Is there a Pit tutorial guide or anything like that?
There's some written guides. I know Kora has a guide, Zach has like a written guide. There's a video any percent tutorial that I made where, like that'll teach all the pre-pit stuff, like chapter 1 and the beginning of chapter 2. But for the actual pit itself, there's not a video guide, only text stuff. I've been thinking about making a video guide though. I don't know if I'll do that or not, or how I would lay that out, but it's a great fight for Kora. This is honestly like a very good chapter 1. This is gonna be like a low 24, mid 24, I think. Oh, awesome! That'd be great, Kora. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think a video guide for Pit would be an awesome resource for a lot of people.
Yep. Definitely definitely want to see more people get into Pit. I think even I want to get into Pit myself because it's a lot easier to do. A speedrun that takes you an hour 40 or an hour 30, whatever it would take me, than 4 hours. It's just...
Yeah.
But I love playing this game. This game's actually a lot of fun. So if you ever had any thoughts about speedrunning it, and you haven't done it yet, join the community Discord and ask some questions, and I'm sure there will be some people that will help you.
Just put the link in chat. Yeah, we have a lot of good. I think all the resources are pinned in a top channel. I think it's just called resources. So the pit guides are there. The learning channel is great for asking any questions and stuff. And as mentioned, we got a lot of great community members that always help out. So, and yeah, this pit tournament has been really successful. This is the most entrants we've ever had, like 20 people playing in the tournament, which was really cool. It made for some great matches.
Question begs, will there be one next year?
I think there will be. I think maybe make it like every summer, do a pit tournament. I think that'd be fun.
I think that is fair. What month did this start?
This was July. Was it July or August? I think it was July. I think it's been like a month and a half, 2 months.
I mean, the only reason I ask is because it definitely, like, it's always difficult, right? With tournaments, it's always difficult to have tournaments because people obviously have lives outside of just speedrunning. So it can be hard, you know, when you have to reschedule and stuff like that. But I think you guys did a pretty damn good job of keeping this tournament smooth.
Yeah, it ran really well this year, which I'm very happy about. Everyone that entered the tournament, I think there was like only maybe 2 or 3 matches that didn't happen. Somebody had to drop out, and then I think late in the tournament, Phantom was unable to do a match because he's going to college. So, but outside of that, it's gone very well. And I think next year I'll probably get like an earlier start. Maybe we can start in like May or something. Just because I feel like if we start in July, you know, get into September, that's sort of when everyone's school starts up and gets busy. I'll refresh. Yep, there we go. Shout out Weezer, yeah.
All right, we're starting the nonsense.
Yeah, the best segment. I was just about to mention, Enter 2, your Kora's back in Flipside, Moonrise will be back in Flipside here in a minute. It's just a bunch of side quest stuff. The main thing is just getting Peach.
Have either of them gotten any item drops? I mean, I'm sure they're good enough to, like, not need them, but...
I think Kora got, on the 1-1 grind, Kora got a Peachy Peach, which is 10 HP. Moonrise got a Fire Burst, which will be good for Room 21. But outside of that, I think that's been the only item drops I've seen. It's been interesting watching the top runners play, because a lot of the top runners, like, opt to skip a lot of the item drops unless they're like crucial items, like a mighty tonic drop or something crazy.
Or like an ice storm or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
something that helps with like makes rooms significantly faster.
Right.
Kora got 2 Peachy Peaches. That's good. That's pretty much should be good for all the heals that Kora will need. Oh, Moonrise got an egg. Awesome. Oh, that's all good, Kora. Stream's been stable, which is good. Yo, what's up, Emily? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hope your stream went well. We are in the midst of grand finals. Kora and Moonrise, final match of the tournament, which should be a lot of fun. We're gonna get started with the pit here in about under 10 minutes, so that should be fun. But yeah, welcome in, everybody.
You know, I'm just curious if you would know. Just,
That's very loud. Okay, there we go.
I'm curious
Sorry.
if you'd know off the top of your head. No, you're good. I can't hear it on my end, so I, you're good. But, has it been timed, like, what the difference in text is for Pit?
For
Like,
what?
between English and Japanese?
Oh,
You know, if there's a timing for, like, does it
I
even make... I know the main reason is because of, obviously, GBS, but...
yeah.
Is there, like... I'm just curious if there's a comparison.
I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but it's for Pit. I think what I've heard in the past, it's closer to like maybe like a 30-second, 20-second, 30-second difference text-wise. But obviously, when you throw in GBS, that's like 2.5 minutes, which is a major difference. But outside of that, I mean, for Pit, because once you get to the Pit, there's barely any text. It's really just whatever Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 saves. Just in the first 40 minutes. Level up on the Squiglet, that's cool. So Kora at 60k. I think Moonrise is almost at 60 as well, which is good. Yeah, 57. Alright, Kora on the way back to start 2-1. For those who haven't seen Pit before, we're just going into the start of Chapter 2 solely to get Boomer, second pixel of the run. And after we obtain Boomer, then we're just going to go straight to the pit, get started. So we're almost there. Gonna use Peach to float across the gap. That's like one of like 2 uses that Peach has during this run. Peach might be used for the final boss fight as well. We're going to see mostly Mario throughout the pit, just because the 3D ability is really useful. Nice, Moonrise golden enter too. I think it's about like a minute. About like a minute in between, maybe a little less than that. Alright, Kora gonna do a Goomba jump in this room. Very nice. Fastest way to get on top of the pipe there. If you don't get Goomba jump, you can always flip to 3D as well. Consistently, do we get OK Boomer jokes? We haven't gotten them in a while, but back when OK Boomer was, you know, first started to be a thing, that it would happen a lot. I think someone has an emote, like an OK Boomer emote somewhere. The Pal Pills are nice in that room. You can clear out all of the Paragoombas. This room has some potential for some item drops. We'll see. Oh, catch card. Kora's probably not going to pick that up. There's not too many uses for a catch card. Oh my goodness. Am I seeing this right? Oh! Moonrise is going for the blue switch early. Oh. Almost able to get it. So what Moonrise was trying to do there is open the menu on that ceiling there. And by doing that, you can slide out of bounds. And then there's some crazy 3D movement to clip out of bounds and hit this blue switch without having to go in the background, and that saves like a pretty decent amount of time. I don't know the exact amount of time that saves, but yeah, you get like a couple opportunities with those Paragoombas. Yeah, absolutely, I respect it. It would have saved a good amount of time as well. Wow, 15 seconds. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I know the 3D movement looked a little complex, and then obviously, you know, getting the menu up to clip out of bounds is what it is. Both these runners, though, I will say, for when we get to the pit, you can clip out of bounds by standing on top of a pipe, and both runners are very good at those out of bounds clips. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so Kora is out of Chapter 2. Boomer's been obtained. We're on our way to the pit momentarily. Moonrise about to open the chest for Boomer. Now we are going to get started with the pit. I think it should be about a minute difference by the time that gets the pit. I'll try to keep track of the time. So the Boomer throw here, gonna use throw, toss Boomer up onto the ledge to hit the blue switch there, and that'll open the pit. Moonrise is gonna do a cool strat to clip out of bounds and enter the pit. I always love seeing it. Alright. Down we go. Pit enter at 38:29, I believe. At least on my end. So, here we are, start of the pit. Moonrise gonna return pipe. Yeah, it's about like a minute difference. But yeah, starting off, I guess just to cover everything with the pit, for those who haven't seen it before, there's a lot of RNG, there's a lot of luck in the pit. Basically, every time you enter a room, the room layout will be the same, the enemy types, the amount of enemies will be consistent, but it's just completely random. One of them will just have the key for the locked door. You just have to wipe out all enemies as fast as possible, find the key, and get out. So, obviously, which enemy has the key is random, any item drops are random. Where you enter and exit the room, like where your doors are, is completely random. However, the doors are linked, so based on where you enter a room, you can tell where your exit door is going to be. Moonrise is going to go for this 3D strat. First try, nice. And then there's a cool out of bounds clip that was found pretty recently here. You just clip out of bounds, just like that. And there we go, off to the pit. I always love seeing that strat, that's really cool. So yeah, the entry-exit door locations are linked. It's hard to memorize early on because there's a lot of pairs in the first couple of rooms, but when you get later in the pit, there's only like 5 or 6 pairs per room. So there's some later rooms that can technically be memorized. I guess technically if you have a very good brain, you can memorize everything, but I wouldn't be able to personally. And then yeah, enemy locations can also be random. That's pretty much it. So a lot of RNG. The point I was trying to make, there's a lot of luck in the pit, and that's what makes these matches so cool, is that really once both runners get to the pit, like Kora's in room 6, Moonrise in room 3, I mean it can go any which way from this point forward. So the other thing that both these runners are going to be keeping track of is the level, the score at the top of the screen there. You get a level up for about like, I don't know if there's a consistent distance in between the numbers. The next level up's at 90k, but it's consistent. It'll alternate between an attack level up and an HP level up. The 90k one's a HP level up. You'll get 5 extra HP, but every level up, your health will be refreshed, so it's very useful. You'll see certain scenarios where if a runner's low on HP, but they're only like 1,000 points out from leveling up, they'll try to just go for the level up instead of using a heal. The poison cherbil's there. Any poison enemy in this game will drop an item 100% of the time. It's probably most of the time going to be a dried shroom, but right there, Kora got another Peachy Peach. I think Kora has like 3 Peachy Peaches and the Shroom Shake, so really good on heals there. Just this one Koopa here. So as you saw there, when you flip into 3D, these platforms are only visible in 2D, so once you flip, you'll just fall to the ground. It's a good way to get certain enemies to fall to the ground as well. The Koopa shells there can be pretty useful, because they can hit 2D enemies while in 3D. It's a good key there for Kora. I'll do a quick room check. I think Moonrise is almost at room 10. Yeah, this is room 9 for Moonrise, room 13 for Kora. So I think it's about the same difference as we started. Oh, really? Yeah, I think Moonrise, both runners have gotten some nice heal drops early on. I know Moonrise has an egg. Kora has like 40 HP in heals. These enemies that have dotted lines around them, they will flip into 3D alongside Mario there. It's a great way to just get them on the ground. These Schlurps here, you have to feed Boomer to kill them. It's like one of the reasons, one of the enemies that we get Boomer in this category. There is Boomerless. We have a Boomerless pit category that's faster. It's just a out of bounds clip in Merlin's house, which is pretty cool. For the tournament though, we've kept it classic pit.
I'm noticing that, like, in their respective rooms, they're both getting key drops at, like, the exact same time. This is, like, the 5th time that it has happened in a row.
Yeah, like, pretty much same RNG, just for both runners.
Their rooms are taking the, like, there's no... Okay, well, Moonrise did save some time right there. Teensy bit. But, man, this is high level. I ain't gonna be able to keep up with this, dude.
Yeah, it gets crazy. It gets crazy all throughout. There's a lot of really cool strats. I didn't mention it. The shells, the Buzzy Beetle shell there is the only type of shell that will not despawn off screen, so it's great to kick those, and you can flip to 3D. That'll wipe out a bunch of enemies in certain rooms. I don't know if I mentioned despawn enemies. If you kick a Koopa shell, it could technically despawn if you're on the other side of the room. If that happens, and that Koopa had the key, I think Kora got the key, there we go. New Koopa troll for Kora, that's good. But yeah, if an enemy despawns and it has the key, you have to wipe out the entire room, and the key will spawn in front of the door, so it can be a little annoying. So, Kora did not get a Fire Burst drop, but Moonrise did, so Moonrise is going to potentially save a bit of time on 21. We'll see how the RNG plays out, but Kora's still looking for the key in this room.
Hey, Nick, write it down. That's where you're supposed to use your Fire Burst, by the way. Gotta remember that. couldn't even told you that. I had no idea.
Yeah, the Fire Burst will wipe out those enemies. If you get an extra one, that is. So that was an unfortunate last key for Kora, but that has allowed Moonrise to catch up a little bit. It's actually going to be only a 1 room difference right now. We will see how this room goes for Moonrise.
This is pit %, baby. It's literal cinema.
Kora gets the key in 22, going to be going on to 23. Moonrise looking for one of these 4 to have the key. It does, nice.
Definitely saved a lot of time there.
Yep, going to be a room apart still, 22 and 23. Kora gets a nice first key in 23 there. Moonrise, just a bunch of boos in this room. Gets a nice key there. Still about the same difference.
Moonrise is definitely having some pretty good RNG, I would say. I'm noticing like some really good keys all around.
Yeah, a couple first keys.
Right when I say that.
Yeah.
Speak it into existence. I mean, hey, this is what we were talking about earlier, right? You could literally walk into the pit with a minute lead, and after the first 20, your minute lead is, you know, yeah, you're in the same room.
Yep.
Which they literally are in the same room.
Mm-hmm. Moonrise going for a couple extra points. If you split these springs up, you get extra points that way by splitting them into 3. The room 25 there, the Chain Chomp room that Kora just finished up. That's technically a soft lock spot if you're below 60, but both runners had really good 1-1 grinds, didn't have to worry about that. Kora actually just got the 90k level up, so.
I love how high level this is. This is exhilarating, bro. Are you feeling this right now?
This is elite gameplay. I love it.
He's not phased by it like I am. You've seen this before.
I have.
Look at how smooth everything is. It's like calculated perfectly.
It's great. Honestly, the last like 4 matches I've watched have all been at this level. It's been really cool. And it's like last 2 matches have come down to like literally room 99, so we'll see how this one plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the same.
All right, how many rooms apart are they now?
So that
Two?
was 29 for Kora. That's 27, I think. I think that was 29. No, this is 29. Okay, so they're Moonrise going to
One room
28.
apart.
About a room, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice key. Kora gonna clip out of bounds. Nice. There we go. Right up to the door.
What?
I can tell you've never seen that before.
Dog, I want to do that.
Yeah, it's cool. I mentioned it earlier because Moonrise went for something similar in 2-1, but there's ceiling clips. So if you pause the same time that Mario hits his head on the ceiling, you can item slide. There you go, Moonrise just did it. Both runners, same exact scenario, same door. That's awesome.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, why ain't you doing that?
I'm not good enough. What do you mean? I can't do that.
Why ain't you doing that? Come on, dude. I watched the pit percent runs. You gotta start doing that.
I'll learn it. I'll learn it. I'll figure it out.
That saves some good time, bro. It's better than walking all the way around.
Yeah, it's really good. I was mentioning it too because these two runners in particular can just go up and get it first try. It's so sick. Moonrise in the same room. Momentarily, Kora's exiting. Just some longators.
SPM enemy design.
Yep. Super Boomer there for Kora. Didn't get the key. That was really good. Gonna see a lot of Super Boomers, I feel. That's a good key for Kora. I think there's still about a room apart. I'll do a room check here. Moonrise got an herb.
I've never even seen that item before. Dude, I'm such a casual, bro. I'm an SPM casual.
Honestly, the pit tournament has helped me learn a lot of enemies' names and a lot of items in the game. Because I was... First couple tournaments that I commentated, I was just same boat. Like, I had no idea what I was seeing.
I definitely, like, I have a decent idea of what's going on. Like, obviously I can keep up with the fact that, like, you know, it's basically the fundamentals of the pit. That I can comprehend. But man, some stuff that people do, or like the strats that they set up for like certain rooms. First of all, you could name, I guarantee you could probably name a random room, and one of these two would be able to tell you what enemies are in it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think Kora definitely would be able to. Meanwhile, we're seeing exact same room. It's really whoever gets the key first here. Moonrise does get the key and I think is going to take the lead. So just like that, the lead has swapped. Kora not far behind at all. Literally not even 2 seconds. So we are neck and neck going into 37. Just a bunch of squigs, couple buzzy beetles. Good key for Moonrise. Moonrise, gonna get out first.
I love it. This is what we live for right here, guys. Doesn't get better than this.
Another first key for Moonrise. In this room
yeah,
in particular,
that is crazy.
That's great. Those Magic Koopas.
Moonrise is definitely having some pretty good RNG as far as the first keys go. I'm not sure exactly how many it's been this run, but it's been a good amount. Or at least like within the first like 3 or 4 enemies type of thing, which is really all you can ask for in a pit run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you happen to know off the top of your head what Moonrise PV is?
123.32. Actually, I have Moonrise splits up, which is good. That's like... I think that's like top 5. It's pretty close to top 5. It's a very good time.
this on pace for that or no?
Yeah, Moonrise ahead by a minute and a half right now. At least on splits.
Oh,
Looking very good.
okay. I felt like this run was really good.
Yeah. Very, very nice run for Moonrise.
I mean, they're
And
both
yeah.
having good runs. That's the thing, though. Like, let's
Mhm.
not. I do think Kora's probably on the unluckier end. I haven't, I've seen a lot more like last
The
try keys or close to the end of the room.
yeah, it's like it's gone back and forth. Kora has definitely gotten some very good rooms. I think it's just been like there's been no in between. It's like if a room goes bad for Kora, it's a last key. But I've also
Yeah.
seen Kora get some first keys too. So it's just
Yeah.
luck is all over the place, and sometimes it just happens. Like that was a last key there. That was a very unfortunate room to get a last key. It's currently like a 2-room difference because of that, just because of the clubbers. That's really unfortunate.
I have to have the Pit soundtrack playing on YouTube because I don't have I don't have game audio through you.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. So that's
Yeah.
all I hear right now. Alright, so Moonrise just started up 45. Kora going into 43, I believe. This is another Tyloid room. I don't think I mentioned it. Tyloid rooms can really take a while, especially the further you go into the pit. The Tyloid rooms are just crazy. There's a lot of enemies. Sometimes they get stuck on the ceilings. Yeah, the 40s for Kora have been not good. Like, this guy has the key. That's so unfortunate. Gonna have to walk all the way back around. It's a good strat there for Moonrise.
Look at these coordinated flips. I would have been hit 5 times by now by that shell. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm just having fun. Sorry, I provide no insight whatsoever. I'm just enjoying myself.
Honestly, your commentary's been perfect because it's just been reacting to everything, and that's usually what ends up happening. Because I feel like every time I watch these top runners, I see stuff I've never seen before, like just new strats, and it's crazy. I learned so much. Oh, did we see a Thunder Rage? Ooh, that's I don't know who got that, but
I don't think it was. It must have been Kora.
Kora. Okay, that's great. It's great for Kora. Don't have to worry about 98 anymore.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but that's okay. But I was gonna say something, and it was gonna be something good.
It was gonna be great.
Yep, whatever I was about to say was gonna be really good.
It's a nice key for Kora there. Moonrise gets the key. I'll do a room check as well. It should still be about 2 rooms, I think. This is 48 for Kora. I think Moonrise is going into 51. Okay. So Kora caught up a little bit there. Yeah, it was, Kora got pretty much a perfect GBS. Moonrise, I think, clipped in bounds once, but was able to get GBS pretty quickly. Moonrise gets the 120k level up here. Kora going into 49. Bunch of pig rhythms in this room for Moonrise. Gonna have to take the pipe back up to the door after getting this key. Oops. That's an unfortunate key for Kora there. Yeah, those are really tough 40s. Oh, Moonrise first key in this room is so good. Kora's setting up for the grind as well. Kora's a bit ahead in points, about like 10k ahead. So about a 3-room difference here. Moonrise, another first key here. Kora's saving a bit of time with this door. Doesn't have to take the pipe, thankfully. Another clubber room for Kora. I mentioned it earlier, but that's a good key. Clubber rooms can take a very long time. That's just every clubber room is really dangerous. Take 3 damage all over the place, and the time could stack up really easily. Another heal drop from Moonrise. I don't think Moonrise is going to pick it up, though. $58 for Moonrise. This is obviously the room. Moonrise thought about killing that Amazing Daisy, but unfortunately it turned around. Thankfully, don't have to worry about it, though. It's a pretty good key in that room. $59 for Moonrise. Kora got the Cursia key there. There's a bunch of Magiblots here. Moonrise gets the key. Moonrise is going to be heading into 60. Kora is in 57. It's a great key. I think the 50s have been going a lot better for Kora. Oh my goodness.
I just want to point out, I pulled up the Moonrise stream. 3 minutes ahead of a 123.30 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very good on
this
pace
run
right
is
now.
absolute. This run is berserk, bro.
Yeah,
this
this
run's
run
actually crazy.
could be sub 20 pace. We'll see, depending on how the RNG goes.
I mean, I'm pulling for it. That'll be exciting.
Yeah,
If you're able to PB in the grand finals, I think you can be happy whether you walk away as the winner or the loser of the tournament at that point.
Mhm.
You get a huge PB, it's just like a really good top time. I'd take that. Like if I 54'd in an LM tournament, I wouldn't even care about winning it.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. Get a PB in a tournament.
Oh, this boo is just trolling.
Yeah, last key there
That
is
was
unfortunate.
Yeah. It's a bad beat.
Alright, 62 and 63, about a room difference here. Another clubber room. This is Clubba and Boomerang Bros, I think. Yeah. Boomerang Bro projectiles will do 3 damage as well. I think this is the last key. Both in the same room currently.
Completely jinxed this run immediately.
It's
Brought
just,
up the pace, immediate 2 last keys.
that's how quickly it changes. That's pip percent. It's crazy. So this next room, anything could happen here. Oh, that's a great key for Moonrise.
That's really good.
Yeah, this is one of the first tie load rooms that can take a while. Great key for Kora.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. It's
Yeah,
like
keep
2
in
first
mind,
keys.
they are like what, not even 10 seconds apart from each other right now?
Yeah, they're gonna be in the same room here.
This is what I'm talking about, man. I love it. It was like a 5-room lead at first, then it evened up. Then Moonrise took the lead. Moonrise is still in the lead, but the lead is like, it went from being like a 3-room lead to
Same room right now. Yep.
I mean, technically there is no lead. Moonrise has just more enemies killed, which really one first key away from. Oh, dude, Pit is nuts.
It's crazy.
It's like watching competitive gambling, dude. It's like I'm watching a poker game.
I think both. Oh, that's crazy. The luck is like mirroring for both runners. I think both just got a last key on that room there.
We're on the same seed.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that's a great key for Kora. Kora, I think, is, yeah, taking the lead here.
If Moonrise got that key drop right there, it would have been,
Yeah.
it would have been nice.
Yeah, obviously hate to flip in this room, but there's just too many enemies. There we go. Kora gets a
Just like
very nice
that.
key there.
That's a 1-room lead now, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just like that. Alright, 69. Bunch of Koopa Strikers. Trying to find the key here. These Koopa Strikers do 5 damage every time you get hit, so it can get crazy. Alright. Starting up the 70s. Alright, nice. Moonrise gets the key there. Kora's about to leave 71. Moonrise about to enter 71, so... Still about the same difference. 72. Ah, yeah, 2 Jabases. It's a great key there. Also good key for Moonrise. Same difference, there we go. 1 room apart.
Wow. Frame
Kora's gonna go for Super Boomer here, I think. I had to... Unfortunately, that Cursia got in the way. But it doesn't matter, because, you know, first try...
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me that just happened?
Didn't even need it.
The bomb blows up one enemy, and it's the singular enemy that has the key.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
Ah, there we go. Super Boomer for Moonrise. Try to get a refresh on the stream. There we go. Alright, 75 Rough Puffs. This room can get crazy. 74 for Moonrise right now. Kora does get the key. Moonrise gets the key as well. Should still be about the same. It's about 1 room apart. Ton of boomboxers in this room. Moonrise gets a first key in the Rough Puff room. That is phenomenal. Gonna be in the same room here, at least momentarily. Kora should have the key here with one of these enemies. Moonrise gets the key. 77, some more Magiblots. Couple squogs. It's a good key for Kora. Oh my god, what? Dude, that was insane. Both runners are at 200k, which will be great for these Skelebits. Alright, Kora gets the key. Have to walk all the way around. I think, yeah, Moonrise gets the first key. It's going to be so close. They're both going to leave at the exact same time right now, almost. About like a 1 second difference. Going into the 80s, I believe. That was a great key for Moonrise in that room. I don't think Moonrise has an Ice Storm or a Thunder Rage yet, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. Kora gets a first key in this room, gonna be out. Moonrise, that key's pretty decent as well. 82, more Magiblots. Kora's out of 82. Moonrise looking for this key. Should be one of these Magiblots. Oh, this guy up here. That's unfortunate. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Okay, so when Moonrise flipped into 3D, unfortunately that enemy, it got stuck in 3D. That Magiblot there, that's really tough. Kora's able to gain an extra room off of that. 84, really looking to have a Spania key here. Does not. So Kora gonna have to, these Schlurps, you have to feed Boomer to him twice. Life Shroom for Moonrise, that's pretty cool. Okay, Kora, that's not a bad key for that room. Moonrise will be going into 84. Kora getting into the thick of the 80s with 85. This room in particular gets very crazy. Two Spanias here for Moonrise. Does get that key. 86 for Kora. Bunch of Koopa Trolls. Gonna Super Boomer here, actually. Oh, unfortunately missed it. Each Koopa Troll takes 3 hits with Boomer. Moonrise gets a very good key in 85. Gonna be in 86. Kora gets the key, though. And gets out of 86 pretty quickly. Oh, all these Koopa Trolls are in the same spot here for Moonrise. Yeah, just gonna have to flip there. Down to 9. Moonrise does have a lot of heals, thankfully. Might have to use one, we'll see. Oh my god, dude, what a jump. Okay, down to 3.
Ooh.
Does have the life stream, which is nice, but yeah, just tons of heals, gonna use one.
Yeah. This is just... Isn't this fun? Tell me
Yeah,
it was
these-
this guy the entire time. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, this room is crazy.
You go through all that process with the Koopa Trolls and it's just
Yeah, just that guy right over there.
in a one-hit enemy.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's how it works. Alright, I'll do a quick room check here. 87 and 89. So Kora gonna do Super Boomer in this room, which is really cool to see. It lags out so bad. Oh, it didn't even hit all of them, unfortunately. Guy's freaking out in the corner. Moonrise down to 4. Does have the life shroom. Down to 3 HP. About a room difference right now. Kora down to 6. I think this is like a last key. Didn't use the shell shock in this room. Just because it spawned on the bottom there. Moonrise will use the shell. Gonna get a nice... Should get a nice level up. Oh, unfortunately didn't kick the shell. There we go. Nice, got a level up there. Kora probably gonna have to use some of the heals. 250 is the next level up, so... Yeah, just gonna use the Peachy Peach there. Moonrise is gonna be entering 91. Kora 92. More ninjas here. Kora gonna go for Super Boomer. Okay, wonderful. Incredible RNG. You gotta love these enemies. Alright, so Moonrise is going to be entering this room the same time Kora leaves, pretty much. So Moonrise caught up a little bit in 91 there. Still a chance to save some time, depending on how these ninjas go. Kora, low HP again. There's just one more ninja, I think, for Moonrise. Super Boomer gets the key. Kora's gonna be out. Still about a room difference. Pretty much one room apart here towards the end. 94 and 93. It's a very good first key for Kora. There's a bunch of enemies in this room for Moonrise. 95 here for Kora. First key, oh my god. What a first key to get in this room. Oh, wow. Into 96. About a 2-room difference now. Moonrise is probably gonna need it. A similar 95. Kora, though, oh, down to just a couple thousand points away from a level up, thankfully, but pretty much having to use all the heals there. Still about 2 rooms here, 97. This is obviously the easy room. Kora just gonna clip out of bounds. $95 here for Moonrise. Going into 98. Gonna use the Thunder Rage on these 3 enemies. That 95 for Kora might have just sealed it.
Yeah. Barring anything catastrophic. What are we at now? A 2-room? 3-room?
About a 3-room difference, yeah. Kora's on 99. Magiblots. There's a key. Still haven't gotten the key in 99. Still looking for the key. Moonrise, I don't know if Moonrise has an item for 98. There we go. Gonna be out into Ragtail. It's not over yet, but like you said, barring anything catastrophic, this should do it. I don't know if Moonrise has... Yeah, unfortunately didn't get an item for this, which that is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? That 95 for Kora just changed everything. Like a 4-second room in that room is ridiculous. That was a really good 90s. The good thing for Moonrise though, this still might be PB pace. I will keep an eye on the splits. So obviously I will remind everybody, if Kora does pull through, win this match, that will be it. Kora will win the tournament, go undefeated. If Moonrise, something, you know, catastrophic happens, Moonrise wins, we'll do another, but Kora just focusing on Rectail at this point. Moonrise is going to be ahead by 37 seconds. Yeah, it was a really tough 90s. The no item for 98 was unfortunate. How do you get a 123 and lose? Kora is insane. Yeah, huge shout out to both these runners. I mean, this whole tournament, obviously, we'll see how this fight goes for Kora. Yeah, I think Kora's going to do the Peach strat here. Just going to float across. This is the same as the Fractal fight. Just got to hit the antenna a bunch. Ten times each. 2 floats across, and that will do it. And there we have it. GG. Kora. This is going to be like I think a 121, maybe 122, but huge GG's to Kora. That is 5-0, undefeated in the 5th ever Pit Percent tournament that we've done. That is
GG's.
That is truly impressive. I think every run that Kora, almost every run that Kora did was like this level, like 121, 122.
While we're at it, though, let me take the time to shout out Underdog Royalty right here. 7th seed, making it all the way to Grands, improving like crazy over the course of the entire Pit Percent tournament this year. Moonrise deserves an equal round of applause because you love to see that.
Absolutely. This was a phenomenal match with like 3 or 4 different lead changes, something like that, all throughout the pit. That was an unbelievable match. Kora getting a really awesome 90s to seal it, but Moonrise, I mean, this has genuinely been one of the most impressive tournament runs from anyone I've ever seen. Like you mentioned, going from a 130, I don't know the exact time, it was like a 132, 133 PB, and yeah, Moonrise will PB this match as well. It'll be a very, I think it'll be
122, right?
It's gonna be very close. It'll be like close on the dot. Gonna have to run over really fast with Dashel. I don't think.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it is. No, it's not.
It's gonna be so close. Yeah.
So close, dude.
Yep, just missing it. 1:23:02, a PB for Moonrise.
Hey, that's still a 30-second PB as far as the splits say, though.
Yeah, it's an awesome PB.
That's
if the end of that pit was similar to the start there for Moonrise, that could have been like sub 120 pace, like easily. That was a really good run.
For sure.
Very, very good. GG's. Seriously, this was such an awesome tournament, and as mentioned, Moonrise making the run all the way through losers bracket, all throughout, pulling off a couple upsets along the way, getting to grand finals, and then honestly, pulling out really, really, really good paces all throughout the last couple matches of the tournament here. That's, like I said, some of the most impressive stuff I've ever seen. I will pay out the prediction here. There we go. And that is gonna be it. That's gonna be a wrap on the 5th pit tournament. Our new champion. I will mark it on challenge. There we go. I will click end the tournament. Go through and read off everybody's placements. So, final stats of the tournament. Kora, first place, 5-0, undefeated run in this tournament. Just a phenomenal job. Second place goes to Moonrise, 6-2 in this tournament. It was a phenomenal run. Third place goes to Ghost for 3-2. Fourth is Phantom. Fifth is LC. Nevu got fifth. Actually, sorry, tied between LC and Nevu for fifth. Furus and Manta got 7th. Justin, Blue Delta, Sea Sponges, and DCA got 9th. And 13th was Rena, Wolf Guy, DMG, or Damage Dude, and Luna. And that's gonna do it for the tournament. So there we go. Man. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where this goes. I definitely want to do. Maybe we can do this again, like every summer. I mentioned that earlier, like a classic tournament. But I think in between, I know a lot of people have asked for maybe a boomerless or just pixelless pit tournament, which I think would be a lot of fun if we get a couple of entrants for that. Yeah, maybe we could do it like every 6 months or so. Maybe we could try in the winter a boomerless tourney, or pixelless tourney, something along those lines. I'll make a post in the server and engage the interest for that. So I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean that's gonna do it for us pretty much. I think that's gonna be a wrap on this tournament, which was had the most entrants ever in any tournament. We had 20. It was really awesome. So, and
I would love to give some shout outs right now if I could.
Yes, absolutely.
So, again, keep in mind, guys, I probably shouldn't be commentating Grand Final. Well, I let you take over most of it because I wanted, some good insight. But I just want to say, even with, my minimal involvement with the tournament, what I did see was great. Everybody who was a part of the tournament, every name that you just listed, whether you were at the top or the bottom, doesn't matter. It's important that you showed up. It's important that you signed up. It's important that you entered and made the tournament happen in the first place. Everybody in the community who participated by running in the tournament, you guys are the ones that help keep the game alive. So, I would hope next year, maybe we can have a bigger one. I'm going to enter the one next year for sure. I'll definitely play in it. I know I'll lose, but I'll definitely play in it. So
I will play as well. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
For sure. So shout outs to everybody who made it possible in the first place. Everybody who joined and brought hype to the tournament. I thought it was actually a very well run, like one of the best run tournaments I've ever seen. And I'm not even just saying that, like genuinely. I think it was super clean. I think you did a great job. I think everybody who offered to commentate. I know Sacred Ghost did some restreams and stuff. Everybody who participated behind the scenes and doing runs, you guys made it run so smoothly. So seriously, big props for just like a W tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. This, as mentioned, this couldn't have happened without every single runner in this tournament who entered doing such a phenomenal job at just being consistent with scheduling matches. Oh my goodness. Okay. No. Nice crash for Kora there at the end. But yeah, no, seriously, every single runner did such a phenomenal job all throughout. I honestly didn't have to do much at all. The coordination was sort of automatic towards the end there. I do want to give a major shout out. This tournament could not have been possible without Ghost, who did a ton of the restreams, especially early on when I was on vacation. Covered for so many different restreams, and we had a really good system. I want to give a shout out to John as well, who did a couple of restreams. And thank you everyone who commentated. I can try to list everyone. Obviously, Jared, thank you. Ghost, myself did commentaries. Sea Sponges, Manta did a lot of commentaries. John, trying to think. Jesse. If I'm missing anyone else, I apologize. But seriously, if you commentated, thank you so much. That means a lot. It's really cool. Regardless of, if you play Pit or not actively, it's cool to just... I honestly have a great time just, like, reacting. These last couple matches were so much fun to watch, so...
For sure.
Yeah, it was a great tournament. I'm excited. I think the plan could maybe be... just do a classic tournament every summer. Maybe I could probably start it in like May or June next year. Did Moonrise get this? Oh my god. It actually clipped out of bounds. That's so cool. I've never even seen this before. Oh, out of bounds. But yeah, that'd be sick to do this like every summer, and then maybe look at a Boomerless tournament for the winter. I will post something in the Discord for that. But yeah, that's it's gonna do it for us. I had a lot of fun helping put this together. That's great. I think that's pretty much it for me. I don't know if you have anything else, Jared.
I mean, like I said earlier, if there's anybody who had any interest in SPM, just make sure you guys check out the Discord. You can probably post it one more time, just because if you're not already in there, that's where everything goes down. You can keep up with community stuff. If you avidly watch the game and you're not in the Discord, kind of an L. Not gonna lie. Gotta keep up the community. SPM community is good. Like, SPM has a really good community. Everybody's very nice. Like, there's not a lot of communities that you could say that about, where, like, genuinely 99.999% of the people, maybe even 100% of the people, are just, like, good people. So, it's a good place to be. I would definitely check it out if you have any interest in running. I mean, I know there's, like, 30 people in here. One of you's got to be thinking about it, right?
Somebody is, yeah.
So... If you are, check it out. And if you're not, then it's still a cool place to hang out. So I would just... That's pretty much all I would say.
Yes.
Other than that, thanks for having me. I apologize for
no, you did,
being
you
the
did
guy
great.
On grand finals, but...
No, you did great. You did a great job.
I had fun watching, and I think you do great on commentary. So sometimes I gotta sit back and let you cook.
Yeah, sorry. I do take over a little bit. I get very passionate every time I see a good match like this. I go yap mode, but it's a lot of fun. So
yeah,
I will mention Moonrise asked in the chat. Yes, we are gonna have another tourney highlight reel. I think I'll probably make it like a separate video to the end of your highlight reel. So we'll have 2 highlight vids coming sometime soon, by the end of this year. So that should be a lot of fun. There were some great moments throughout this tournament, so I think it'll be cool to watch.
And shout out to you, by the way, for being literally community figurehead GOAT. Round of applause for this guy for putting this shit. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
You're allowed to swear. Yeah, I don't care. You're fine.
Okay. For putting this shit on every year and doing it and being the man.
Yeah. It's cool. The 5th one, and I'm seriously so thankful for Ghost because I've been working full time. I wouldn't be able to do every single restream, but we were able to, I think, restream almost everything this year, which was awesome, and I'm so happy with that. So we will we'll keep running with what we've got for the next couple tournaments. Might be looking for more restreamers in the future, but yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for us. That's a wrap on the 5th pit tournament. New champion Kora, and yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for throwing your gold bars everywhere. I appreciate it. We will be back soon at some point. Obviously, once again, join the Discord to keep updated. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead, call it here. We're gonna raid Igurmi, who's doing
Wait, one more
actually,
thing.
yeah. What up?
Important. I don't know if there's going to be another stream on the SPM community channel between here and now, or now and then, but at pace, Super Paper
Oh,
Mario, you're
oh
doing
yeah,
the
I
any percent
forgot.
run at pace. So if for some reason there's not a stream on this channel, make sure you're keeping an eye on the Discord because there will probably be an announcement when he does the pace run. But if you don't know what pace is, it's the speedrunning event. And Mr. JCR here will be doing a full any percent run,
Yep,
right?
any percent. Second time, 2 years in a row, pretty much. It'll be November. I forget the date. November 7th, I think, something like that. It's November 8th. November 8th. It'll be like at 11 p.m. something like that Eastern. It'll be in the night, and I will keep everybody updated on that. If you're going to Pace, it's in Maryland. Just let me know. I actually have 2 commentators set up, which is awesome. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I will be at Pace playing Super Paper Mario, playing any percent. And
Check it out.
yeah,
It's important.
absolutely. All
Because
right.
raid time is gonna run out. So
Yeah, pretty
bye
much. We
everybody.
only got a couple seconds left. So thank you guys once again for watching. Have a great day. Seriously. GG's Kora, GG's Moonrise, and we'll see you next time. Peace.